Testing, testing, one, two, three. Um, Hello everyone. This is your demonic FEF3 here. Hey, George the FEF3. I'm wanting to. This is not how I wanted my first stream to be, not gonna lie, but it is what it is. So, I might actually make this like a normal stream afterwards, but I'm gonna make this how I want it to be. If y'all have a problem with it, I completely understand. However, I wanted to speak up about this with recent events, such as my my things with the Vines Gardens Railroad. If many of you don't know, I do garden railroading in my local community called the Vines Gardens Railroad. I've been doing this for years, way before I started YouTube. And I've already explained this, in fact, to a few people on another stream just a minute ago, and they already got like 9,000 subs. So I was hoping many more people would hear about this, but I'm wanting to make sure to talk about this. I don't know you, so no. Maybe some other time. Hi. Okay, I already got like 3 people watching. That's insane. But if many of you don't know, I make short videos, sometimes shorts or longer videos, starting from 2021 to now, about my things doing on the Vines Gardens Railroad. Hey, winter. So this started when I got home, which was like 2 hours ago. And give me a minute, I shall return. Apologies, I have returned. Hey, Autumn. Hey. So, when I got home, both of my parents were home, waiting on me, so I was like, hey, what's up? What's going on? And they were like, we need to get the Divines ASAP. Something happened. I'm like, wait, what? Someone got in. I was like, in. So we went as quickly as we can, with traffic not being the best. But we got there within like 5 minutes, without, of course, doing anything to evade the law, thankfully. And when I got there, from what I've heard, the door that goes into the shed that we store our locomotives, electronics equipment, rolling stock, spare parts, tools, and everything, was put back into its place. So, and the things where we put vehicles like cars, car banks, car radios, and stuff, and airplanes, was open, and above it was a rock with glass shattered around it. And it was a window that was broken into a second time, may I add. I don't have any photos or recordings on me because I just didn't have the time, because my mom, we were there for a quick second and then head home. From what our guys told me, Mr. Dennis, he told me that he's already notified police, so we're gonna file a report. I'm not doing the best at this, aren't I? But anyways, yes, one whole locomotive, few pieces of rolling stock. I'm gonna get to that part in a minute. So when we got in, we also realized the depot, basically what we call is, it's a big shed next to the. It's a smaller shed that runs with all three main lines in our tram line. Basically, we hide our locomotives there if it rains, unsuspectingly, and then throughout the winter we put our buildings in there. Some dumbasses used it to get up to try to get through one of the windows, which failed, but it left a big, massive dent. And I'm not sure if that damaged the track or not underneath. And then when I got into the shed, the security TV that we have that would relay security footage from the cameras was shattered to bits. The whole screen was like broken. And glass from the window, like I said before, that was broken, was also inside. Inside, two out of the four battery-packed locomotives that use batteries to run instead of track power. One tender was completely destroyed, and the other one in pieces. In other words, not all that bad. I think the electronics were good, like the shell was off, but the other one was like destroyed. I don't know if we'll be able to repair that. Thankfully, when we stopped operating trains on that day, the last running day when I made that video, I think a few people might remember that. I uploaded a few snippets of the Amtrak P-42 Genesis and our bullet train and Thomas in my house. It was the right idea. It was my idea and the right idea to take the locomotives with us, just in case something like this happened. And we were hoping the other guys would maybe take the battery-powered locomotives. That was not the case. We have 3 out of the 4 battery-pack locomotives. One whole battery-pack locomotive, both its engine and tender, is stolen, plus a few rolling stock, like I said before. which are a few New York Central livestock cars, a couple other box cars, logging cars, which we carefully put actual wood into. Um, oh, our military convoy has been damaged. Our Peacemaker Boxcar Express has been damaged. And dozens of caboose pieces are just lying all over the floor. When we got there, one of our volunteers, Dennis, Mr. Dennis, hopefully he might be watching. If you're watching this, Dennis, hi. I'm just notifying my subscribers to the situation that we have at the Vines, so hopefully they can maybe help us out if they're in the location. But that's all I got. And then what he told me was that he already notified police, the county. Two guys from the county came in to fix the door. I think I wasn't there when it happened, but they were already there when I got there, and then they left. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, and like I said before, I've been doing that since before I started YouTube, which was back in late 2019 before Christmas. And I've been doing that for I think 10 years now, if not 9. And I've seen that railroad grow, and I was basically one of the reasons why it's grown. And popularity and size and roster wise. And now seeing few of our battery powered locomotives, which were the newest things to our roster, and a few cars gone and destroyed, it hurts. Deeply, it hurts. And I really don't know how to feel anymore. Like, yeah, it's a small thing, boo hoo. You'll grow out of it. And yeah, I will. I will. But this just being so sudden, and now I'm gonna have Thanksgiving break. It just something makes it. How do I say this? Makes it click in a negative way. I don't know how to say or explain it in a way because I don't want to be bothered. So, yeah. If anybody has any questions, just write it in the comments or in the chat. Hey, Autumn. I wanted to do this. I know you wanted to call, but we can call after I'm done if you want. I just thought it would be better. No. That's the thing. He already has a few of the locomotives. We have the majority of them. The only thing that he was meant to do is to pick up the battery-powered locomotives. Hey, Train Kid Studios. So yeah, Train Kid Studios. If you wanna, how do I explain this? If you wanna understand what's going on, just rewind the stream, and that should explain it. I guess. I I don't know. Not right now. Like, this was meant to be like something short. Short and simple. Like, I might do another one during the break. But no. Maybe next time. Sorry, bud. No. Like an actual productive railroad, we cannot have a break. We cannot stop. Like, yeah, maybe take your break off of YouTube, but like just like a few days, but that's nothing we can do. Police will be on their way to check for clues, for fingerprints and everything. Then I gotta be on eBay for the rest of I'm gonna be like on eBay for like a few late nights. Oh, that's what you mean. That's what you meant. Like, this is like like a major break-in. Like we've had a few break-ins in the past, and like a few recently, like from this year, but nothing like this big. That's the scary part, basically to me. What if they try and come and do it again and actually steal more of the rolling stock when they realize there's no more engines to steal? Because for a garden railroad, the rolling stock is like pretty cheap, like $50 a piece or like $20 a piece if you like find them on other sites or like the official site of where the product is made. But the locomotives, those have to be like the most expensive thing, most pricey, most much money that you can get like out of it if you sell it. And if we like left, for example, our LGB Amtrak P42 Genesis, that thing would have been destroyed beyond repair because of its weight. I wouldn't think. I wouldn't think they wouldn't make it past the door out of it without breaking something off of it, or if they're like smart, unlike trying to show their path in and path out, take it and sell on eBay or do something whatever with it. If they sold it on eBay, they would sell for like a high price of like what, $4,000 or something in between, like a Lionel Legacy Big Boy. I'm not sure how they would price that, but that's my speculation. And yeah, if you're wondering what locomotive it was one of the battery powered 10 wheelers, also known as one of our customized 060 10 wheelers. Reason why we did that was 3 out of the 4 of them had really bad axle front bogie design. They were Bachmans, so who cares? We decided to take off the bogies entirely off the 3 out of the 4, and now they're customized 060s, so now they run properly. We have 2 of them, and the one that was not changed, so we still have that one. Did it have a railroad, doesn't it? So what it was from a guy. We got it from a guy who customized them for his own road name with his name, and they were blurred out. The only number it's numbered 103. Both locomotive and tender. I don't know about the remote control, but locomotive and tender of 103 are missing out of the roster. Oh, definitely they would try to sell it. No doubt about it. They would try to sell, or in this case, destroy it at home, or grind it up to parts, see what makes it tick, and never put it back together again. Kids at that high school are way different than ones in my high school because we actually have brains and actually know what's right or wrong, unlike them, because they're actually across the border from county to county. And the side that we're on is the Gwinnett, well, they're on the other side. And they use the park, the park as a whole. It's like a hiding place to skip school or like a shortcut to get home. Exactly. Exactly. So yeah. Um, if anybody else has any questions, I'll keep the stream going maybe up to like 30 minutes. Yeah, I remember you telling me a few people like that. And I'm not gonna say this either. There are a few dumbasses in my school. Oh, I know, Adam. I know. I know. But if anybody else has any questions, I'll keep the stream up going for, I guess, another few minutes, and then I'm gonna end it. We can only speculate for now because of the crime scene. We have a clear choice that they might have not used gloves. If they did, then we're screwed. Thank you, Autumn. But yeah, we can only hope that the police can help us out by giving us more better security cameras, maybe an electric fence. But that would get into the point that the kids' parents would be like, "Hey, you electric shot my kids," and I'd be like, "Bitch, your child tried to break into our Garden Railroad. You need to teach him more, you dingus." I would swear I would yell that to the parents, whose ever child raised them that way. Trust me, I would, and I would not regret it. Unless it was my own parents, then yes, I would definitely regret it. But my parents are on this one because they're working with me. They've been a part of this since I was born. They've been help. They were the ones who been bringing me to that railroad, that Garden Railroad. I know. I only said that because YouTube and stuff. I don't want to get in trouble. I trust me. I would say definitely worse, but because YouTube, I'm not going to. So, like I said, if anybody else has any other questions, I am willing to answer until I end the stream. I'm surprised it actually went really well, although it's meant to be like an informative stream. It hasn't gone actually that bad. So, does anybody not have any other questions that I need to know of? I'm guessing that. Oh, hold up. Okay, okay. Well, I'm guessing nobody else has any other questions. I want to thank the select few who actually stopped by and listened. And if y'all want to help, keep an eye out on eBay. It's an 060 10-wheeler design. It's basically a 10-wheeler with the front bogie gone. Yellow and red lining with numbered 103 on the sand dome and on the tender. That's what the locomotive's description is. That's the best I could really give. Excuse me. But yeah, I believe that's all I have to say. If I think because this stream kind of went pretty well, if y'all want me to continue see another stream, let me know. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night.